What's going on, Chicago? It's Sweet the Great. I am here today with Chicago's very own Jay Sims, mentor, mogul, self-made entrepreneur, straight from Roseland. Come through. What's up, Jay Sims?
What's going on?
I know that you have a lot going on and a lot to talk about today. So, welcome to a sweet podcast.
I like it. Thank you. I'm glad we finally got the chance to lock in.
Absolutely.
You've been doing your thing. I've been seeing you.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So, tell me a bit about yourself. I do know that you are a Chicago native and you grew up in Roseland. You went to Corliss.
Yeah.
So, tell me after Corliss.
Yeah. I don't want to skip over that part because I think being from born and raised in Roseland, South Side of Chicago, 108th and Wentworth. It was crazy.
Okay.
And I'm sure you know you from the area, but no, it was crazy. You see a lot. Poverty, drugs, gang banging. It was rough. So going through Corliss, getting through those 4 years, I ain't even supposed to go to Corliss. I was supposed to go to Morgan Park. Something happened. My mama was trying to lie to get me into school. They called like, yeah, you gotta come do all this again. My mama like, look, I took off 3 days of work to get you in this school, so you gotta go to Corliss. I'm like, all right, whatever. The rest of the block was going there, but went through Corliss. Corliss was crazy.
It was.
Corliss was crazy. It was fun though. Like I made a lot of good bonds, met a lot of cool people. But after Corliss, I knew for a fact I wanted to get away to school. I knew I wasn't ready for a university yet. Right. So I went to a junior college in Champaign. So I went to Parkland College, did 2 years there, came back for a semester, worked, got my money up, then I went off to DeKalb, Kishwaukee, NIU.
Okay, cool.
Study public relations.
Awesome. So, I know that you have some things going on. I do know about the J. Sims Foundation, and also the Boys to Kings organization as well. Could you tell me a bit about those? Yeah,
so Boys to King is a male mentoring group. So I accept 3rd grade through 9th grade. So we're going to be teaching young boys everything like a lot of schools don't teach. So body language, posture, time management, respect, healing, how to properly do interviews, things like that. So these are things I feel like, especially within Chicago, a lot of boys are not taught. It's probably the reason why Chicago is as crazy, and we have a lot of children that feel lost. They don't have any sense of direction. So I created something that I wanted to affect kids, because I feel like through 3rd and 9th grade, this is when kids are really like adapting and learning and trying to figure out who they are, and this is the perfect age to kind of mold the students. So that's why I started. And the J. Sims Foundation is pretty much the umbrella. So J. Sims Foundation is specializing in youth development, community development, mental health awareness, and there's one more that I'm forgetting, but that's going to be the umbrella. So Boys to Kings is going to fall under the umbrella of the J. Sims Foundation. That's my 501c3.
Okay.
Boys to Kings is my LLC.
Okay, that is super awesome. And we need more young black men like you coming from, poverty and, just what statistics put black men in. Mm-hmm. You came out of that, and from the looks of it, you've been successful. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm proud of you, and I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more and seeing more of both of your organizations, because we need things like mental health help and help with mentorship with our youth, because we don't have that, and it does take a village. So, with that being said, keep doing what you're doing, because that's awesome.
Thank you.
So tell me, within the next 3 to 5 years, where do you see the J. Sims Foundation and Boys to Kings? Do you plan to expand it beyond 3rd through 9th grade? And what else do you have, coming soon or in the near future or future?
So Boys to Kings in the next 3 to 5 years, I honestly see it being one of the biggest male mentorships in Chicago. That's my goal. 3 to 5 years, I want to have 100 plus, 200 plus students that's under the program. As far as the J. Sims Foundation, I also want it to be real big. I want a lot of federal funding because, like I said, I'm doing the event curation. That was the other one I forgot about. Event curation, mental health awareness, youth development, community development. I want funding flowing through the company to address all of those things. So I want to have mental health awareness days and weeks where I'm doing different programs, youth development, things like that. So I want government funding. I need assistance to kind of make my dream kind of a reality and make it expand throughout Chicago, because I can't do it by myself, of
Absolutely.
course. So that's my idea, is just to make it bigger.
Yes, I actually I see the vision.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to more of this. I know we all have been dealing with the pandemic. Things have been definitely a rocky road for a lot of us. For me, tons of things have been going on, but I'm definitely keeping afloat and staying positive, keeping it moving, and I just encourage all my peers to just stay motivated, stay positive, and anything you set forth will definitely prosper if you just stay faithful. So how have you been doing during the pandemic, and has it affected anything in your life?
So 2020 has probably been the craziest year of my life. It's been so many highs, it's been lows. We lost Kobe Bryant. That's how I knew 2020 was going to be crazy. Once we lost Kobe, I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what's going to happen. But no, it's been crazy. But for me, I try to look at the positives from it. Like I was recently furloughed because of the pandemic. But the positive is now I'm a full-time entrepreneur. And this is something I have been praying for.
That's awesome.
I have been praying to kind of just get uncomfortable and just push myself a little harder. But when you got a job, that's kind of like your security. So you don't go as hard for your own dreams and your own goals. You give it like 60% effort because your work, your 9 to 5 is taking up a lot of your time. But because of the pandemic, I'm a full-time entrepreneur now. Now I'm fully invested into my dreams and my goals. So that's been cool. And then as far as like everything else, I'm a social person, so not being able to like really go outside and party and go to some of my favorite little spots, that's been like an adjustment. But also like the positive, I've been saving a lot more money because you can't go out as much.
Right.
So yeah, the pandemic has been crazy. I'm kind of crossing my finger. I want to get through this last month because 2020, I feel like it's gonna throw one more curveball before we leave, But it's been cool. Like I said, if you just change your mindset around it and take the positives from it, because if you ain't learned nothing out of 2020, then I don't know what you was doing. 2020,
I know, right?
2020 was a gut check, and it make you just kind of look yourself in the mirror and figure out who you are for real. And
that's definitely true. It definitely has been an eye-opener for a lot of us. A lot of us have had to adapt to the unordinary, the new norm. I'm more so of a homebody, type of person. I don't club and things of that nature, but it affected me as well. So I definitely understand. I have took great losses during this pandemic. It's just like we just trying to hold on,
Absolutely.
And just staying positive is really the key. to all of this craziness. So, with that being said, we're going to talk about some things that's going on in the world today, like social media, mad crazy, okay? On top of that, we have the streets of Chicago.
Yeah.
We here. Me and Jay, we live here in Chicago, guys, in the midst of it all. So, Jay, we're going to talk about some things that's going on in our communities today and what we could do, or what can we do, and what could you guys do to help us make this world a better place, make Chicago a better place, because Chicago, I feel, is in this dark cloud. I've lived here my entire life. Outside of a few times, my mom took us away, but for the most part, we've came back here. And I've lived on the south side of Chicago my entire life. I went to Finger. I went to Carver. I'm from the south side, okay? The deep. So, every day, we wake up to something that shouldn't be really even happening on a daily basis. But we wake up to continuous gun violence. We have black on black crime. We have police brutality going on. We have just all kinds of different things that's affecting our communities, cities, schools. So I just, me as a person, I feel it's a duty as a citizen to help my neighbor. So how we were raised, I was raised on 110th and State Street. We were raised together. Okay? My next door neighbor, my grandmother can call. They don't even have to call. My next door neighbor, seen me do anything, she can definitely discipline me. Today in Chicago, you have a lot of children that don't even respect their grandmother or their aunts or even their older siblings. But if we all come together as a community, I think we could just make it better. So, with that being said, Jay, I will take the initiative with you. I really love Boys to Kings, and I think that will help our community. Take the first step. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't.
But that's what it's about. So when you ask like how can we help, it's programs like Boys to Kings that people in Chicago have to get behind. And I'm not just saying it because it's my company, but it's one of those things where if you have something set in place to be a positive influence on kids, because they don't really have a lot, to be honest. Like what they see, they see the rappers, the entertainment, they see the street life. They don't really have anything positive to go off of. And the positive people that we do have out here, a lot of them they kind of scared to step up to be leaders, because as everybody know, once you become a leader, you have a target on your back. People see that. They see how you move. They want to take you. Anytime you're trying to change the way that things are, and I hate saying like the white man and stuff like that, but they have a system in place to keep us down,
segregated.
Yeah, and if they see somebody that's trying to change that, and they have a following behind them, they look at you as a target. So even when I embarked on this, and I've been in the community, I'm 29 now, since I was like 23. I started like really being heavily in the community, I've been understood. Like that's what come with this.
Absolutely.
I'm one of those that I'm not gonna get scared. I don't really care like who following, who not. I'm just gonna be organically me. And then if people pick up on my message and see what I'm doing, and you want to follow and you want to attach along with me, then cool. Like I'm for that. Like I want that. But at the same time, I'm not gonna get discouraged if they don't. I'm just gonna continue to live like I live and fulfill my purpose. I feel like I was here. I'm here for a reason. My purpose in life is bigger than what anybody can imagine. I don't think God put me here to be average at all. He gave me a gift, and He want me to use it.
Absolutely.
For me, I always had a gift of bringing people together. With the Henny Q's and all the big barbecues throughout Chicago.
I am a witness of those.
Like, so I always knew I had a gift of bringing people together. So for me, I wanted to use that gift and put it towards something great that can actually change how we operate in Chicago. Like I said, a lot of the kids, I base my curriculum and my sessions in Boys to Kings based on what I feel like kids are lacking. So one session may be about respect. Like you just said, how they don't respect our old elders and things like that. Posture, body language.
Yes.
How are you in the classroom? Respect, accountability.
Yeah,
that's a big one. Healing.
Yes.
A lot of us.
Accountability.
You got to think at second, third grade, I was seeing so much stuff that should not be normalized. I had friends that's getting shot, third, fourth grade. I got drugs all around me at a young age, so that's stuff that's not normal. Like we normalize that being from Chicago, and it shouldn't be normalized. Like exactly. I should be witnessing friends getting killed 4th, 5th, 6th grade, gunshots. Like, oh, what's that? Oh, they're just shooting, and you just go back to playing like regular. That's not normal.
It's not normal.
And so what a lot of people fail to understand is like before we can get better, move forward, we got to heal first.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of kids out here with so much trauma. PTSD is real.
It is.
They diagnose the people in the wars and stuff like that. But in Chicago, if you seeing 30, 40 people get killed in a month, like that's not normal. You reading about it, you hearing it, you got close friends. That's not normal.
That's
so
heavy.
A lot of the kids have PTSD and nobody really know it because in Chicago it's normalized. You wake up and like, oh shit, 50 people got shot. Oh damn, 22 did. Oh okay, and you just go about your life. That shouldn't be normal.
It shouldn't.
So that's why it started. It started with healing, I think.
Me too.
First.
I agree. We definitely have to heal. And wake up. Okay. I've been learning. Everything is a learning process for me. You know what I'm saying? We are not never too old or too young to learn anything. Yeah. So my motto is each one teach one. Grasp your sister, grasp your brother. I'm the oldest of a lot of children, and my siblings kind of run from me because I'm very firm. I like to stand on what I mean. What I say is what I say, and I want them to be better and do better. You know what I'm saying? How we was raised and brought up, it was okay, but we could be better.
For sure.
And if you knew better, you do better. For sure. So I'm a forever push. Help your neighbor, love your neighbors. Come together, Chicago, love on one another. Yeah. Your family is all you got. Outside of, we have tons of, friends. Love. We need love.
You know, what made me mad, like I saw the uproar on social media about the president, people getting on people, oh, you didn't vote, you didn't do X, Y, Z. I'm going to be honest, like, as the black community, if you looking for a president to do anything for you, you crazy as hell.
Facts.
Black people got to do for black people first. Cause
take care of yourself. Yeah. Take the initiative. Take the initiative to do what you need to do as the people, as the person first. Then everything else will follow.
And that's how it started. It started with accountability. Like I think for us, we so quick to point the finger at other nationalities or other groups or whoever. Oh, this state fault. It's this the reason. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. We still banging on talking about slavery. I know what our ancestors went through. At the same time, this a different fight that we in right now. We have if not equal opportunity, close to it, where we have the internet. So you don't need to really even go to school no more to be taught. All Absolutely. The books, research is right there for you. So
right in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, you can learn on your own. So it's that accountability piece as far as just stop always pointing the finger. Look at yourself in the mirror like, no, I got to change. It start with me first. And then it's the little things like support. The black dollar is everything. If the pandemic haven't showed you nothing, and this revolution that we in is like, people, I think I was so proud of black people during this pandemic because I think we finally, for the first time, realized we have the power. Black people, we move the needle. Like, if it's not for us, whether it's entertainment, sports, whatever it is, like, nothing moves until black people say it moves. The black dollar is strong. If LeBron James to this day say, no, I ain't picking up another basketball, billionaires are going to be sick. If we just say, no, I ain't shopping at Gucci and Louis no more, they ain't never did nothing for us, they going to be sick. What happened when the pandemic happened? You had so many companies apologizing to black people. Ain't even did nothing. Hey, black people, I just want to let y'all know, like, yes. I love y'all. I support because they know how important the black dollar is. And I think for us, we start realizing it too. It's like, no what? We just shut all this shit down.
For sure. We are
we tear it up.
We are the majority of the market.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's definitely facts. So, with that being said, supporting one another, supporting each other is definitely important. I love my black people.
For sure.
Outside of anything, I know we all make mistakes, so it's okay. A lot of people, you have to know that it's okay to fail, because if we don't fail, how could we know what's to come?
Yeah.
You know. So I'm with always just learn. Grab somebody. If you know something, just enlighten the next. You know what I'm saying? I love to just push out knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of us that don't know a lot of things. And if we did know, we would be much better.
The highest human act is to inspire.
Yes.
Because the thing is, even if you can't save millions or hundreds of people, if you just save 10 people, like even like this podcast, somebody might hear it and be like, damn, I want to change how I move, and whatever. That's somebody's life that you could have saved. Yeah. 5, 10 people, whatever the case may be, that's somebody's life that you could have saved just by just speaking your truth.
Absolutely. I always tell my siblings, and I've just always been just a positive. I can't say. Well, no. Let me rephrase that, because I had to learn how to be, positive and humble, because when I was 18, 17, 18, 19, I was like, ugh. Yeah. If you did something wrong, I didn't like you. If it was just too much judgmental stuff going on, which was I shouldn't have been doing. You know what I'm saying? But it took for me to learn that that wasn't my choice or opinion. Well, we all have opinions, but that was just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I learned to be a little more, understanding and open to things. Now that I see things in a more open view, I see the better side. So just try to look at the better side of everything.
See, but that's that accountability part I was talking about.
And take accountability.
So it go back like how you just said, like, yeah, I was moving this way, but then the fact that you even understood it and was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't do X, Y, Z. It's a learning process. Because the thing is, I'm not pushing for nobody to be perfect, because I still mess up to this day.
Exactly.
It's not even about being perfect. It's about trying.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they forget that. It's like, you ain't got to make all the
right moves. All you have to do is try.
Yeah.
That's all. Take accountability. Try. Keep pushing. And
learn from your mistakes.
And don't push just when you, like, okay, I'm a big sister, so I never, like, tell my siblings, like, I do tell them, like, the things that I've done and I made the mistake, but don't put it off on them. Just explain to them what happened, what you did, and what you did to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay? Never let it just leave it there. Let them know what you can do to fix it.
Yeah. It's called insanity if you constantly repeat the same mistake. Like, if you do something over and you saw the outcome before, you do it again. Then now you crazy. that's a form of insanity. You just repeating the same steps. But if you learn from it and correct your mistakes, you're gonna put yourself in a really good position.
Absolutely. So, Jay,
Yeah.
It's been the pandemic. You know, it's a lot of children. You have your mentoring program.
Yeah.
What you think about the Chicago public school systems, and not only Chicago public schools, the school systems itself? Do you think remote learning is effective for our children? And with you being a mentor, do you think that this system is going to help our children in the future?
Yeah. So before I was furloughed a few weeks ago, I was in education as a senior area manager for about 2 years within CPS. So when all this started happening, I got the inside scoop of what like parents was feeling, what students was feeling. I just feel like CPS did an okay job as far as trying to control the safety of the kids, but also still giving them that learning environment. But the thing is, I'm more worried about when they finally are able to go back to school. At this point, it's been about 8 months since they've been doing virtual learning. And now the students that had IUPs and behavior disorders, what are you going to do when they get back into a structured system? So that's the part I'm concerned about. Like, I feel like they try their best, but like you got students that's not able to get out, interact with other kids, have recess. They in the house all day long. So I'm more so worried about when they do go back to school. I think it's been okay. I know a lot of parents that don't like it, but at this point, what can you do?
Right.
Do you send the students back when COVID is at the all-time high? Like, you can't really do that because you care about the safety of the kids.
Absolutely.
But it's just it's programs like Boys to Kings where you need that social conversation with another kid. Kids, if you're in second, third grade, they high energy. If you in the house all day, how are you getting that out? A lot of part of school is about being in those environments. Because I'm
being
honest,
active.
Yeah, being active, like, because you need that social awareness. So that's the part I'm concerned about. I hope parents are doing something in the meantime to keep their kids engaged and active.
Absolutely, because in our schools today, I'm an after school teacher. I teach for YMCA, but I'm an instructor for CPS. We merge with CPS, so I see a lot of kids. I have children also that's in school, and it works for one of my children, and the other one it don't.
Yeah.
So it's a pro and a con, and honestly, I think as a parent, I didn't know how tough it was to be like an at-home teacher. I mean, I have a curriculum and a lesson plan, but being at home and physically, like being with them, like you said, their energy is just like, I have a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
He wants to move. He wants to get up and go. He don't want to sit here for 4 hours. So it's really a lot on him. My daughter, she's okay. She's in 5th grade.
Yeah.
She is more adaptable to it. Like you were saying, excuse me. Children with EIPs, like, where is that going to take them? What these children do? Because a lot of children are failing because of this. I know honor students. I seen I believe on Channel 9 where it was an honor student. He failed because it was hard, and it's like, this child have never gotten a C on his report card. Now he's failing. It's really tough. And as a parent and also an instructor, it's tough.
Yeah. And the parents, I know it's tough. Like, you have to do your best to create a learning environment, because that honor student probably was so used to being in the classroom around other scholars where that's how he learned. But now if you put just a computer in my face, I got the TV up here, I got a computer right here, now I'm not focused as much. It might be some crazy stuff going on amongst your house. There's so many distractions. Now you can't focus, and that's when the grades start falling.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's tough,
absolutely. It's a job for us all.
For sure.
It's definitely been heavy within this pandemic with remote learning. Parents, I'm also outside of being a mom. I'm the president of the parents of my children's school. So I get a lot of feedback on, what's happening within the homes. Like, I'm talking to the parents. They're like, well, this is happening. This is going on. And then the teachers, they don't want you to sit in the class with the student. And then we're like, okay, we can't sit in the class with them. So what is it? So it's like challenging in every way. But I can say CPS, they have been doing their due diligence with figuring out a way to make our children safe and keep our children safe. But I do not agree with them going back in February or January or whenever.
Because that's tough. Like, I'd much rather them do it. They should have did it back in August, because why you can't send the students back in January? That's when flu season is all-time high. So now you're trying to manage symptoms. He got a runny nose. Now you send the student to the COVID isolation room just for a runny nose. It might not even be a COVID symptom, but it's flu season. So it can be just a common cold. It's going to be tough. Me personally, I don't really see the kids going back until like March, April, if they go back then.
I'm sorry. I'm going to hire a private nanny. We already have tutors.
Yeah.
My children is tutored. So I think that as a mom and Jay as a mentor, we're just going to continue to do what we can to uplift and keep these kids positive in our communities, in our homes, families, and just in all the neighborhoods near and far, because all of us is definitely experiencing this.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Jay, could you tell the people where they could follow you on social media?
So, Instagram, I am _ the letter J Sims. I'm on Twitter, I am _ J Sims. Facebook, Jonathan Sims. I'm missing one. What's another one we use? There's so many of them. Snapchat, I am _ J Sims. If you want more information about Boys to Kings, I have a Facebook page and a group up right now, Boys to Kings. Email boystokings.llc@gmail.com. So we're going to be opening registration December 8th. So in a few weeks, I'll be having like open houses to talk to parents, because I know one of the things parents, they want to know who I am. Okay, who am I trusting with my child? So I'm going to have open houses for them to kind of get to know me, what the program is about. We're going to be talking about the curriculum, the different sessions we're going to be having. But I just ask all parents just to really support, make that investment into your child. That they play what's the damn game on the internet and YouTube, Roblox and all that. For $50 a month, you're getting so much. You get the sessions are going to be impactful, and you also getting a mentor. I'm doing weekly check-ins. It's going to be a big group. Like, so the group, we're going to be in the community. We're going to be doing a lot of charity work. We're going to be passing out turkeys and gifts, and I'm going to have them very involved and active so they can kind of understand like what it means to give back. And then also, like I said, those sessions is going to be big about respect, body language, public speaking, resume building. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. So that $50 investment, like I told the parent the other day, I'd much rather pay $50 a month than pay jail fees, lawyer fees, and hate to say it,
I agree,
caskets and funeral costs.
Absolutely. And guys, definitely Jay is definitely expanding Boys to Kings.
Oh, for sure.
So be on the lookout, okay? So just keep your ears near, because I'm sure he has something for you. Yeah,
definitely the greater Chicago area, suburbs. And then I'm start stretching out to like Indiana, the Wisconsins and stuff like that. We're going to get bigger, but I just want to, we got so much work to do in Chicago right now. That's my main focus right now, Chicago.
That's awesome. I agree. Our city definitely need it.
Yeah.
I am Sweet the Great. This is a sweet podcast. This is Jay Sims. Yeah. It was a pleasure speaking with him today.
For sure.
I definitely enjoyed our conversation, and I look forward to speaking with you again, and also working with you, teaming up, doing tons of things in our community, because it is our community. We are neighbors, and we definitely should always stick together. So, guys, you can follow me on all social platforms. I am Sweet the Great. That is SweetTheGreat on all platforms. And this is Jay Sims.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Peace, y'all.